Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom and I have just witnessed Reading 2, Ipswich Town 2. My goodness me, Ipswich should have buried this game in the first half. Mad first 15 minutes or so, then Ipswich dominate the first half, slip away a little bit in the second half, and it's a late-ish goal from Meite up front for Reading that draws it back to 2-2. Disappointing result. I'm going to talk about a lot of positives though from an Ipswich point of view. Reading lined up both sides on the sort of 4-3-3 formation today. Yakola in goal, the back four, Yeadham, O'Shea, Moore and Blackett. Midfield for Reading, Rinomhota, Bakuna and Kelly. Up front right was Barrow, Meite down the middle and Baldock off to the left. Ipswich keep the same team that played Lambert's first game. I wasn't there, so this is the first time I've seen Lambert's Ipswich play. Białkowski in goal, back four, Spence, Chambers, Pennington, Knudsen, Skews sitting midfielder, Chalobah and Downs with him in the centre. Edwards off to the right up front, Sears off to the left up front, and Roberts is the front man, the number 9, let's call him. And the game starts, the heavens open, and this is the first time I've seen the Paul Lambert touchline antics. It's all very, very, very intense, and frankly it worked, because on 3 minutes Ipswich really trying to impose themselves on the game, and I don't have any problem with this. They're pressing, and the first throw-in they get, they're going to toss it into the box. So Knudsen's going to take the long throw, 4 minutes from the left-hand side. He throws it in to the near post. It's a good header clear, I think, by Liam Moore. Standing jump, Knudsen gets great distance on it, but Moore heads it out to the edge of the area where Gwion Edwards is waiting. He lines up the volley on the right foot. It goes through the crowd. Yakola cannot see it until late, and it sneaks down into the corner. Ipswich out of the traps like anything. 1-0 straight away. Brilliant start. But no sooner do I say that, literally Reading have not touched the ball. It's a big ball down the line. They've kicked off, restarted. Big ball down the line for Baldock to chase. Baldock has got Spence with him. They're both running down into the corner. The ball looks like it's going to run out of play, and possibly Baldock's going to try and win a corner off Spence. But they make the sprint, both of them, down to the line. Baldock manages to get the cross. He crosses it first time. It's a really, really good cross on the run into the box. Meite's got himself free, and it's a spectacular hooked left foot overhead volley type thing. A really good goal into the corner there. Some question mark maybe over Spence. That cross possibly should not have been allowed to get into the box, but really excellent assist from Baldock, excellent volley from Meite, and typical of Ipswich's season, really punished at every time. So look, that's 6 minutes gone and we've already had 2 goals. Absolutely chaotic start to this game. The press continues, and absolutely unbelievably on 10 minutes Białkowski has a goal kick. He boots it long down the pitch. Sears gives chase. This is all part of this frenetic, chaotic press that Lambert seems to want. He gives chase. He's running back with, it's either O'Shea or Moore. It's so much to write down at the start of this game. I wasn't quite keeping up, and I think Sears gets a slight little nick on it to take it past the last man, and all of a sudden, from a goal kick, big hoof down the pitch, Sears is now clear on goal. Oh, and I want to quote one of my favourite players. Ian Wright said about striking, when you get through, you have to go cold. And I actually saw this happen. This was great from Sears. As he went through to the last, past the last man and in on goal, you could actually see him compose himself. He completely relaxed. He waited for the keeper to move, and he side foots it straight into the corner. excellent work from Sears. Not great defending from Reading, but what a ridiculous start. Ipswich 1-0, Reading literally with their only touch of the ball that crosses from Meite 1-1, and then straight away from a goal kick 4 minutes later, Sears goes through and makes it 2-1. So incredible start. We go to draw our breath. Barrow goes into the box and is booked for diving there. Referee quick to stamp on that one. We get up to 22 minutes. Another long throw in from Knudsen. Skews is in there on the near post. He's blocked out. Downs is on the right corner of the box. He skins Blackett and crosses it on the run. Jordan Roberts comes to the near post. Diving header back across into the far corner. Yakola stretches out and it's a good save by him. Unlucky there. 24, the press is working again. Great work by Roberts, fed out to Downs. Knudsen's on the overlap, in he goes into the box. He hits it low across the goal. Tantalising. Edwards going in at the far post, but he can't quite finish it. Ipswich are dominating at this point. Reading cannot get out of their half. Downs corner from the left. Chambers charging in like Terry Butcher, but maybe a little bit too much enthusiasm and not enough control. He heads that one over. Reading looked shell-shocked. Ipswich should have scored in that little period there. Ball into the box here for Reading. Meite wins the head. He's having a bit of a wrestle straight into Bielkowski's arms. Chambers playing out of defence on 36. Beautiful ball. It's helped on to Roberts. He drives into the box. He engages the defender, switches it onto his left foot. Another good shot here and another good save by Yakola. Oh goodness, chance after chance for Ipswich between 24 and 36 there. 45 minutes, well, stoppage time. Chambers gets a yellow for holding Meite. Meite is a nuisance. He's a hard one. Big, physical forward. Half time. Look, I wasn't at Preston last week, and I was genuinely stunned by that first half performance. I've seen all of Ipswich's games this season, apart from two in the league, and one of them was Lambert's first game last week, and I have not seen anything like that at all. Ipswich were so aggressive, so intense. They played totally on the front foot. It was direct at times, but the intent to go out and impose yourself on the other team is something I've not seen from an Ipswich team for so long. I was just a bit nonplussed watching it, because it's the same players I've seen for years do, well, the exact opposite. There was clear patterns in the play. The restart position sees the two centre-halves come back. The fullbacks pushing right forward. So there's a short ball and a long ball on, because the fullbacks are both good in the air. Sears was excellent. Downs was excellent. Skews was being used like a deep line playmaker to start attacks rather than just nuffing stuff out. It was really so good. And the only thing that was missing is the cutting edge up the top. They should have had a 2-goal lead, and really when you look at it, it's only a really excellent goal by Reading that stopped that. And I know you're going to point fun at me at the end of the game because they don't go on to win, but that first half performance was excellent. Really good. Obviously the fear, and we've seen this now in both of Lambert's games, is can you keep up that level of intense performance? The evidence so far would be no, but so positive about that first half. Reading did not know what hit them, and they really need to count themselves fortunate that they took that chance and got that goal on sort of 5 or 6 minutes, whenever it was, straight away with what was their only chance of the half of note. So Clement reacts. Rinomata, yeah, well, he didn't have a kick, but none of the Reading midfield did. They were completely swarmed by Downs and Chalobah. So McCleary comes in for him. He goes out wide right. It sort of looks like a 4-2-3-1 because Baldock was dropping back and leaving Meite up front with McCleary right and Barrow down the left. That was my kind of read of it. 52, Reading get a corner, floated in. Ipswich defence did not look good on this one. It's up but not out. Breaks for Barrow in the box to the right-hand side, and Białkowski makes the point-blank save. Roberts doing the hard running. He nearly forces Yakola and O'Shea into a fatal error. Reading forcing another corner here. McCleary blazes this one over on the volley. Reading now having territory in the game for the first half, as we, for the first time rather, as we come up to the 55-minute mark. Key moment here. Off goes Jordan Roberts, and on comes Caden Jackson. And from this moment on, the game changes, because the ball doesn't now stick up front. There's less physical presence. I'm not burying Caden Jackson here, but he's not the guy to do that job that Lambert's going to want a forward to do. He's not got the physical presence. He's not got the now. So I'm not saying that Roberts is the guy either, but he was superior in that position. You may say I'm being harsh and other things were changing in the game, but that felt like a key moment to me. Bakuna shoots from the edge, deflects, trickles through to Białkowski. Sears, beautiful ball over the top for Jackson. He gets in behind. We were hoping we'd get to see Jackson's pace against O'Shea and Moore. Really poor cross from a good position from Jackson. There we go, in 74 minutes now, throwing for Spence down in the corner. He ends up with the ball back. He dribbles into the box. Visions of his goal here back in April, May, whenever that was. Similar position, left foot this time. Yakola makes the save, but it's a kind of spilly save here. Aggressive stuff from Clement. Swift comes in for O'Shea, and it's a 3-4-3 type thing. Blackett tucks in, and I suppose Barrow and I suppose it would be Barrow that side, and McCleary got sort of nominal wing backs, but it's I think it's just getting players on now and going forward, but certainly holes down the side at the back of Ipswich did want to exploit. Sears goes into the box on 80, falls over his feet. If you're Raheem Sterling, you get a penalty for that earlier in the week. Danny Rowe comes in for Sears. Good job again by Sears. McNulty comes in on 82 for Kelly, and on 83 Reading get the equaliser. And this is the annoying thing for Ipswich. I haven't read out many chances, and certainly the ones I have come from corners. Barrow's one, point blank save from Białkowski. I just want to mention the first bit of this is preventable, because there's a diagonal ball and Spence gets in a muddle, concedes a throw, and then a cross goes in, and Białkowski fumbles it and concedes the corner as well. So there's two mistakes that push Reading up the pitch. They get the corner, it goes in, and it's the next phase here. It comes out to Bakuna, and it's just basically a diagonal-ish ball from way back. He must be not far in his own half if he is at all. I haven't seen the goal back. He puts it in. They've left two guys forward here. One of them, unfortunately, is Meite, and it looked like a free header from where I'm sitting again. I haven't watched it back. Lobbed into the box. He heads it at goal, and in it goes into the corner. I'll say for the third time, I have not watched it back, but Cole Skews was absolutely furious with the mark in there. Someone has left Meite, and his good finishing today has got Reading their point. He's not the most technical of footballers, although you can say he scored that excellent volley, but he's an absolute handful, and his finishing was really good. He got the chances, he put them in that period. 24 to 35, Ipswich had the chances, they didn't put it in. And now you look at it and you think, oh my god, are Ipswich going to lose this game that they should have been out of sight in the first half? Spence takes a yellow on Barrow on 85. That was a good battle, that, actually. 89, good work down the left from McCleary. He cuts it back to Baldock, bounces in front of him, and he takes it first time. He gets a good connection on it, but he drills that one over from a good position. 3 minutes stoppage time go up, and we're into the last minute of those, and it's a lovely switch of play by McNulty from left to right. McCleary is in acres of space, and this time I'm not going to give Baldock the pass, because the ball is on the floor. It's a good pass from McCleary, it's pretty much the same position, but this time it's a better pass, and he does not hit the target. You've got to work the keeper there, and that was a chance there for Reading to go on and win the game. And there you have it. So look, there's been a lot of these this season where with Ipswich we've tried to find a positive and a mitigating factor, but I am extremely positive about the first half today and about the intent that Paul Lambert gave Ipswich. They looked more organised, more intense. They looked like they had a plan. People looked like they had clear roles. Players were taking responsibility, and I think it was a really, really good first half, only tarnished by what I would say was a good goal by Reading with really their only attack. I like the setup with the defenders, the centre-backs coming back and the out ball with the full-backs moving forward. I like the intent of that. Numbers were up supporting whoever the front guy was, but it is painfully clear that there's a little bit of a lack of quality up front and in the final third in those attacking positions. It looks like Sears is in some kind of form now, so that is good. Roberts is doing his best. He's making chicken salad out of chicken, you know what, up there. He's doing his best with that. But if you're Paul Lambert, I think your #1 target in January is a forward, unless the returning Ellis Harrison after the international break is going to fill that role. He would seem very well suited for that. So there's going to be a chance for him to play himself into that position. Don't get too shocked. I didn't think Gwion Edwards had that great a game today. He did a lot of hard work and obviously scored a great goal. But there are quite a lot of times where he was in good positions and lacked a little bit of quality. I don't think... I think he likes to be fresh when he receives the ball, and he's been asked to do a lot of pressing. That said, I'm a big Gwion Edwards fan. I just think there were times when he could have just used the ball better in the final third. But a lot of players were good with that. Look, Skews was good. He... certainly in the first half when everyone was playing well. Downs likes to press. Chalobah looks better suited further forward. So a lot of positives for Ipswich, but they should have killed that game off in the first half. If you're looking at it from a Reading point of view, total game of two halves here. Completely dominated in the first half and lucky to be in it, and they have Meite to thank, and they really do in the second half because they didn't force that much. It was just, you'd say good substitutions from Clement. He was aggressive, he did go for the goal, and he did get it. And it's a valuable commodity. Someone like Meite, who that must have been his 5th and his 6th goals now, and that's the sort of guy that if he continues that run, that can actually make a real big difference. But Reading looked really shocked by Ipswich's press, couldn't cope with it, and it was only really around the 55-minute mark that they actually came into a game. But I keep saying it, they should not have been in the game at that point. They should have been 2 goals back, and Ipswich could have played it slightly differently. So, looking ahead from a Reading point of view, if you're a Reading fan, what's the deal here with Clement? Because they didn't look too clever for a lot of that game, and I think Meite has bailed you out there, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. From an Ipswich point of view, look, I've talked about the mitigating factors all the time. They should have won that game. They should have put it away in the first half. But I can see positives now that I haven't seen for the rest of the season. Okay, we go another... The games are, frankly, ticking by now. And, okay, Lambert's got 2 points from 2. I know Hurst drew games at the start. But I think Lambert has set up a model there that can win games in this division. And he seems to be onto something, but he needs to win some games pretty soon. You look ahead, there's West Brom, Bristol City coming up, Forest. Some tricky games there. He needs to get a win on the board. But that style of football will work. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. If you can have that level of intensity and really impose yourself on them and not just sit there and bend over and take it like we've seen under Hurst then. So I've got some positivity with Lambert. The worry is up top, but will Harrison coming back be that little bit of a battering ram that Lambert seems to want? I'm all out of ideas for for the rest of that now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give the video a thumb up. Interested to hear from Ipswich fans, Reading fans, whoever the hell you are. Comment, but please keep it civil. No one's going to reply if you're a dick in the comments, okay? Give me a subscribe, that would be great. Lots of videos coming up. A review of the Sheffield Derby last night and a review of the whole championship tonight. And, you know, particularly if you're an Ipswich fan, let me know what you think in terms of positivity and where you think Lambert can go, particularly based on that first half. Thank you for watching. I'm looking around. I'm in the Reading car park. I'm not going anywhere fast, so I'll probably still be here when you finish watching this video. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Enjoy the international break.